Fitness influencers. You know them. You love them. I'm one of them. That's a question mark still. But today, I will be ranking some of my favorite fitness influencers and hopefully some of your favorite on a tier list based on nothing else but do I watch them and do I enjoy their content. I will be ranking all of them on a tier list, of course, from S all the way down to D. So let's hop right in. Starting with one of the GOATs, Cbum, or Christopher Bumstead. 5-time Mr. Olympian. 6-time? 5-time? I think it's 5. Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe it's 6. I don't know. But one of the GOATs, his videos are pristine. I watch his content a ton. I really enjoy him. Really enjoy how he talks about not only fitness, winning, but also emotions and being a person and dealing with certain things. So because of that, he gets an S for me. Moving on to Sam Sulek. Sam is hilarious. He took off so quickly. I feel like no one knew about Sam, and then every single person has heard about Sam Sulek at least once. Absolutely insane. Crazy how that happens. Crazy how he kind of took off so quickly. I think if you're in the fitness space and you enjoy just like throwing on some YouTube videos, I think Sam is a great option. I don't watch his videos a ton, but I think he's great. I think he's cool. He's open about certain things that not a lot of fitness people are open about. So he gets an A for me. Now time for another GOAT, Dr. Mike Israetel from RP Strength. Dr. Mike is one of those people that if you are in the gym space and you are not following along and you are not subscribed to Dr. Mike, what are we doing? What are we doing here? You get training insights, you get advice, you learn a ton. I mean, it's basically, he was an exercise physiologist, I believe, or a professor of exercise science. Maybe that's it. So it's basically like going to college whenever you watch his videos. He has some very in-depth things, and then he has some very fun and unique things. So Dr. Mike gets an S tier. You should be subscribed to him if you are not already. Go to RP Strength, subscribe to that boy. Number 4, we've got Will Tennyson. Another guy that is just so fun to watch, and another person that took off very quickly. I think he was doing YouTube for like 6 months and accumulated 100,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I think he's another one that talks a good amount about some mental side of being on social media, talks about the mental side of being a fitness influencer. I also just really enjoy his content. He makes some really fun, lighthearted stuff, always has jokes in there, doesn't have very serious types of conversations. A good guy to just throw on and watch, and because of that, he gets an S as well. I think you're going to catch a trend here that a lot of people are in those top spots because there's a lot of great content creators out there, especially in the fitness space. Also, the people who are negative, I probably wouldn't include on this list anyway because, sorry, that's just not my vibe. Up next, we've got Mitchell Hooper. Has won World's Strongest Man before, is now considered strongest man on earth because he just won that competition. I am going to be seeing him in a couple weeks at the Arnold, so I am hyped for that. I think he makes great content. I love his content. Again, lighthearted, fun, great time. I believe that his content is very entertaining, more on the entertainment side than it is on the education side. So because of that, and because I'm obsessed with learning about fitness and health, I put Mitchell Hooper in A tier. I think he's great. I think he's lovely. Again, another guy that is very positive and has some good banter in there. But just if he put out some more educational stuff, I would be hooked. Number 6, we've got Joey Swoll. This is probably the first one on this list that is not a mostly YouTube person. He is mostly on Instagram, TikTok. I just had to throw him in here because, one, the list that I curated had him in it, and 2, because He's one that is spreading the positive message and being a positive influence on people. You know, filming in the gym's okay. It's not your space, it's everyone's space. Don't judge people. Be a nice person. There's a plane right now, so hopefully you can't hear that. But I think he's great. I think he's lovely. He is an odd shade of red sometimes, but that's okay. Joey Swole is an A tier for me. Moving on to a person in my niche, in the powerlifting niche, Russell Orhe. Two-time world champion. Love some of his content. Watch his content on a regular basis. His personality is a lot. I'm gonna give that warning. If you never heard about him, he has a big personality. I like it. Some people don't. And again, that's preference, right? That's what we're all about here. So I like Russell. He's in the powerlifting space as well, making people want to compete in powerlifting and making people interested in the sport. And that's really what I'm here for. I'm a powerlifter. I'm a powerlifting coach. Getting people interested in the sport is what I am trying to do with social media content. And it's the same thing that he is doing and has been able to do. So he gets A tier for me. Mr. Larry Wheels. I don't watch much of his content. I watch his content if he is in some other people's videos. But I do not just search up Larry Wheels on YouTube and watch his stuff. I think he's cool. I'm sure he has a lot of cool stuff out there. Just based on what I've seen, he seems like a cool influencer who is about spreading positivity and not, being a douchebag. Got some of that ego lifter in him, which we can all love and respect. Just because I don't have enough of an opinion on him, and I'm not sure really what he does per se. I know he's done some powerlifting, he's done some bodybuilding. I think he's just an all-around athlete. He gets a B. Mr. Science-based training himself, Jeff Nippard. Similar to Dr. Mike, Jeff Nippard is someone that if you are in the gym space, you are taking the gym seriously, you need to be following Jeff Nippard and you need to watch his content. He has some of the best specific videos and generalized videos for Gen Pop gym goers, everywhere down to very specific bodybuilding and powerlifting programs. He's wrote multiple books, I believe, and has a new one coming out soon. Super educated guy, super science-backed guy. If you like the science-based training, which I do, then Jeff Nippard is the way to go. He gets S tier for me. One of two calisthenics athletes on here. We've got Chris Heria. Heria? Not sure. Not positive. I apologize. I think he's pretty dope. I watched some of his content here and there. Again, whenever it is him in another video with someone that I already watch. I don't spend a lot of time watching his content. I'm sure he is cool. He has some sick tattoos. Anyone with a neck tat gets cred for me. But some of the things he does is amazing. Calisthenics athletes are crazy, and I will forever be jealous of them. Just like they're jealous of me that I can actually squat. Ooh. Because I don't watch his content, but again, I think he's a cool guy, and I'm sure he puts out great stuff. He gets B for me. Next up, we got Noel Diesel. Sorry. Another one that is not based solely on YouTube, does a lot on the Instagrams and TikToks, and that has its time and its place, and it definitely counts as a content creator or fitness influencer. He does do some questionable videos sometimes, but I think that's just his personality, and anyone who actually shows their personality through social media gets credit for me because it's a hard thing to do. Being able to match what is good for a video and mix your personality into it is a challenge that a lot of people can't reach. A lot of people are either really, really dry on camera or exceed their threshold of what I think is their normality. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I don't know these people personally. But I think there's some people who kind of oh my goodness, fabricate a reality or a personality on social media. I don't think Noel does that. I think he does exactly what he wants to do, and he puts out pretty positive content. Sometimes he comes up on my feed and he's like shaving and teaching people how to shave, talking about like growing up without a father. So that's deep as frig. So for me, in B tier. Number 12, in the same category of pushing your personality, we have Jesse James West. This is one that I'm not sure if he is fabricating a reality within himself and making himself up here whenever usually he's down here, or if that's just his personality. Again, I don't know these people personally, but I like some of his content. I don't watch a ton. I used to watch him a lot whenever I first got into the gym and watching people on social media. I basically only watched him for a little bit. And then as he got more and more well known and had to do things that, was a different style of video, because again, YouTube is a career for these people. So once he had to do that, I kind of took a step back, didn't watch him as much. Still pop him on here and there, especially whenever he has some guests on his YouTube channel. I think he puts out great content. I think he's pretty cool. I'm going to put him in A tier. We have the hybrid king himself, the creator of hybrid training, Nick Bear of BPN Subs. Nick Bear is someone that I've been watching for a long time. Started making just like full day in the lives and full day of eatings, and then has slowly graduated to very cinematic, movie-like videos. They're phenomenal. If you just want to watch a good film, basically, and you're into a more metal type of YouTube video, Nick Bear is the guy to watch. Super motivational, runs a multi-million-dollar company now, and puts out great content. I think Nick Bear, again, is one of those people that if you're in the fitness space, and especially the hybrid space, you have heard about Nick Bear. I think it's dope. He has some really cool stuff. Nick Bear is an A tier for me. Number 14, the only female I have, LeanBeefPatty. I watch her stuff here and there. I think some of it is very funny. I think reading her comments is more funny because you have a bunch of weirdos. She puts out cool content. She's funny. She's relatable. She also has some sick tattoos. I think LeanBeefPatty is up there with the rest of these people. Just because I don't watch a ton of their content, I put her in B tier. But that is no disrespect. I just don't watch their stuff, and I don't have a full opinion. I watch her powerlifting stuff a good amount, and then whenever she's on Will's channel, which happens a good amount. But B tier for me. Moving on to the Trend Twins. This is whenever I get questions about their personality and if it is real, or if this is, again, like a fake thing for the camera. I'm not sure. I have not watched a ton of their content just because the message behind their content I don't fully agree on. I think talking about steroid use in a very, very positive way is questionable, to say the best, especially as they are so young, and I'm sure a lot of the people that watch them are very young. And yeah, it's just a little questionable on the morality side of things, but I think they're funny. I watch their clips and they seem hilarious. So the Trend Twins are in C tier for me. Another calisthenics athlete, we have got Brownie. I don't know Brownie's real name. That's so strange. Watched him for a while now, but I have no clue his real name. Just registered that. Brownie is one who puts out amazing videos. He is now very focused on the short form side of video, which makes sense. That is what generates a lot of views. Brownie's crazy. He does very expensive videos. I think some of the stuff is really cool. Some of the challenges are really cool. Now he has his own fitness app as well. And for me, he gets S tier. One of the OGs of the fitness space on YouTube, Matt Does Fitness. Matt Does Fitness for the longest time was putting out like 2-3 videos a week. Very big food challenges, and I have no clue how he did it. Impressive, honestly. For me, I've been watching him for so long. I think he's great. I don't think he's someone that you need to follow if you're in the fitness space. I think he puts out great content, puts out funny content. Now he is, of course, taking a step back from putting out as much content, which is probably good for him and his lifestyle. So now he's putting out like one video like maybe every other week. So for me, A tier. I've been watching that man forever and will continue to watch him whenever he has new videos. Again, good banter, good stuff going in there. The deadlift king, Jamal Browner. Jamal Browner's rating has went down for me. And it's for one reason and one reason only. He doesn't put out enough content. He puts out a couple videos a year, it feels like. So because of that, now he's doing a series on Instagram where he's deadlifting 800 pounds like every single day of the year, which is absolutely crazy. Dude can touch insane weight constantly. Jamal Browner, just because he doesn't put out content enough for me to watch him constantly and have a curated opinion about him, he gets C tier. I think you should still follow him. I think you should still watch his stuff, especially some of his deadlift videos, because they're just absolutely insane feats of strength. This is whenever we're moving into, I don't know if this is fitness influencer or not. We got David Goggins. I put David Goggins on this list because I think anyone in the fitness space has heard about him, and you need to. You need to put David Goggins in there. Goggins is the spirit energy that we all wish we had. And I think some of us need to know that they don't know us. And need to ask who's going to carry the boats and the logs. And sometimes you need to go in that Goggins headspace and just head down, grind. And I think because of that, I put him on this list in general. I don't think he's for everyone. I think he lives an interesting life of pain and discomfort, and it is badass. And because of that, he gets a C for me, because where else am I going to put him other than on the list, period? And he might as well put him at a C. He's up there. Top 3. Why not? Again, I don't know if this one counts, but Ronnie Coleman. I feel like Ronnie was an influencer before anyone else was an influencer. I feel like he was making videos before anyone made videos. It was like him, and then Jay Cutler started doing the same thing. I guess Arnold made some videos, but his were more like documentaries type deals. These people just filmed their training and then posted it. And Ronnie was one of them. And now he does reaction videos, I'm pretty sure, of other people's. Ronnie's the GOAT. Ronnie's the king. There's a reason why people in the gym still scream, "Yeah, buddy," and just go crazy. The ego lifting and the spirit energy is there, and I love it. And I'm not going to give Mr. Coleman a lower rating than an S tier, because that's what he deserves. And an OG influencer, an OG creator of video, and it's dope. So that is my fitness influencer tier list. You can check it out. Let me know in the comments what you would change about it, who you would move around, and who you would add to the list. I picked 20 of the fitness influencers that I kind of thought off the dome. And let me know in the comments if my list is valid or not, and what you would change about it. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for liking this video. And I will see you all in the next video, and it might be another tier list. Deuces. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. There's a video right here that YouTube thinks that you will enjoy. Go ahead and click that. But before, there's a subscribe button around here somewhere. Make sure you hit that before you hop to that video. And I will see you all over there.